Hey everybody, 8-Bit Josh here, and welcome back to another episode of Meridian Springs, and another quicker time-lapse today working on detailing around the new California sea lion habitat that we started on stream over on my Twitch channel. We play Planet Zoo every Saturday over there if you'd like to come hang out with us, but I didn't end up actually getting as much done on that stream because I was really having a hard time with the underwater tunnel, and I realized it was, in the end, it was my fault. I was doing something wrong. I wasn't following my own guide that I did. If you didn't know, a couple of years ago, right after Planet Zoo came out, I did a little tutorial video that shows you how you can make underwater tunnels, and it's actually like pretty easy. I'll put that up in the corner here, but yeah, so we have this elevated sea lion habitat, and I wanted like a pass-through underneath, which is what you're seeing right here. So you can actually see the sea lions, they're swimming above it, and then the path goes down underneath. This path will just, go to the rest of the zoo, where whatever we have beyond that, we haven't figured that part out just yet. But yeah, this is an extension of the kind of aquatic center area that we started with the last episode with the African penguins, which you can kind of see that habitat in the background there a little bit. We're gonna do the king penguins next, but yeah, so during the stream, like I said, ended up spending a lot of time trying to get the underwater tunnel working, so I didn't get as much detailing done. So I was like, well, let me just finish that for a video for all you guys here on YouTube. So that's what I did. So yeah, we've just got like this big open glass bottom for the sea lions, glass, I guess, ceiling for the guests as they walk over, but they can walk under it. They can see the sea lions swimming above them, which I think is pretty cool. Just doing more of like the temple blocks here, just to kind of bring some of that theme into the habitat that we're doing in this zoo, which is of course the Horizon Zero Dawn Meridian theme is kind of what I have dubbed it. So yeah, it was just it was I thought it was a cool idea to do this underwater tunnel. Of course, every zoo, I mean, this is only my third zoo in the 2 years that Planet Zoo has been out, but every zoo I have an underwater tunnel, and I was like, well, I want one for this zoo as well. So that's what we've got here. We might do some more. Who knows? There's lots of great aquatic animals in the game now, so we could always add some more if we want to, but wanted to make the entrance of this tunnel to look a little bit more natural and less, I didn't want it to look like a building, so I wanted it to look like an actual, just like tunnel carved out the side of this like little elevated area. And it looks kind of out of place right now, but especially when we get to the real-time gameplay, it's more blended in with the environment, and plus once we develop more around it, it'll fit in a lot better as well. But yeah, just doing more like fitting in like lots of trees and stuff, making it look really big and overgrown, because that's kind of what this whole area is gonna be by the time it's all finished, and it's gonna look pretty cool. But yeah, I think this just about does it for the time lapse. So let's jump into the real-time gameplay and take a look at the finished California sea lion habitat. All right, and here we are in the time lapse, and we've got one of the baby sea lions, and they're super cute and adorable, just as you would expect them to be. all the babies in this game are they're always just so cute, and especially the sea lions. Yeah, so here is the completed sea lion habitat, and it's actually rather large, but I mean, just like the African penguins, I wanted to give them lots of space to swim around, and also I took a little bit of inspiration from Pier 39 in San Francisco. They've got these like docks everywhere, and the sea lions in San Francisco, they love to congregate on those docks, like hundreds of them. They're super noisy and stinky, but they're a lot of fun to watch. So if you ever get a chance to go to San Francisco, definitely recommend Pier 39 to see all the sea lions. But yeah, so you can see lots and lots of space for them to swim around and have a good old time. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And then they do like to sunbathe. So like I said, gave them lots of these platforms here. So what I was talking about in the time lapse, the reason I was having issues with the underwater tunnel is the way for it to work is you go into your path settings and you turn on tunneling, and you have to start it just below the lowest part of your water. And originally I had all of this water was one large body of water, and I was trying to, like, the water here was only this deep. So as you can see, like it was only that deep, and I was like, it's gotta work. I don't understand why it's what's going on here. Camera. Oh my god, I'm trapped. What is happening? There we go. Jesus. And I kept trying to make the underwater tunnel, and it just wasn't working. And I was like, did they patch it out? There's no way they patched that out. And I wasn't really thinking that the lowest part of the water, it takes into account the entire body of water, whatever the lowest point of that is. And so like my mind was thinking, well, this is the lowest point. No, this was the lowest point. So that's why it wasn't working. And I didn't think of it until after the fact. Actually, somebody in my chat pointed it out, and I was like, oh yeah, duh, I knew that. So to get around it, because I wanted this path to be the same level as the rest of the path, so I just turned these into two separate bodies of water. So we've got some land here in between, and then I just put these platforms here so the sea lions and the keeper can get around and access both pools. So yeah, and it works out. It's usable. As you can see, we've got a sea lion over there, and we've got them over here. We've got some of their enrichment stuff and all their food and everything over here. So, you know, when it is dinner time, they do make their way over here, and yeah, pretty good. But you can see it definitely, I think, blends in a lot better now. You can see with all the details and everything around it. And I actually really like, you know, we just did this little seating area here. Like, you can't even really see the staff part of it. Like, you can see the steps a little bit right there. Like, you can see the mechanic going down, but that's all you can see, you know? So I think that's pretty cool. It definitely hides that a lot. I also put, if you watched the last video, I put some trees back here just to kind of block like the guest view from seeing like out this way. You know, we'll probably still have some stuff back here. We do have this path right here is starting to go that way, so we'll probably have something there. But yeah, so back to the sea lion. So we've got I used a lot of the faux rocks around this part just to make it look, I wanted this to look natural, like it was, the path was actually, or the tunnel was carved through the terrain, but I wanted this to have that faux rock look. Like this was built by, you know, by the zoo or whatever. The other thing we'll end up doing is, so we've got some more spots up here where the guests will be able to watch the sea lions if they, you know, get on the platforms there. The king penguins, they're gonna go here. I kind of decided, I was like, you know what, we'll do the king penguins here. So the back of that habitat will probably be here, and then we'll have like another viewing spot over here. So this will come up here, they'll be able to see the king penguins, and then, you know, the path will come down here and they'll be able to access the rest of the zoo, which it'll also make this little spot, if you remember the video we did around this fountain, this will actually make this probably a prime viewing spot for the penguins and the sea lions a little bit, even though they're a little further away. But yes, that should be pretty cool, I think. Also did some details around the path here, just like a bunch of rocks and just filling in with like foliage and things like that. I also realized I didn't do any lights on this staircase, so I just added some lamps there on all of the arches, and I think it looks pretty cool. So you come down this way and it's, you know, it's looking nice and full. I like that the bamboo plants here kind of separated out a little bit, so the guests will have to, you know, walk around this way. They can go down there, get themselves a souvenir, or they can come down here to the African penguins. Of course, you all saw this in the last episode, but yeah, the area is developing very nicely. I did leave this open because I think I want to put like some kind of building here, something that kind of matches the theme of Meridian there. But I just haven't decided what. So, yeah, so that'll probably all be part of the king penguin habitat when we get to that next, because that'll be the next episode. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave this part here. Hopefully you like our new California sea lion habitat. I'm glad that we are adding all these animals that came out at the end of Aurora Zoo, so we didn't get a chance to use them. So I'm enjoying using them first in this zoo. I think it's you know, kind of doing some animals that we haven't done yet because we just didn't have a chance. But so as always, be sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. Let me know what you think of the habitat. Hopefully you're digging it. And if there's other animals that you would like to see in the future, obviously we still have lots of this zoo development to go. Leave those in the comments below as well. So yeah, as always, I'm 8-Bit Josh, and thanks for watching. See ya.